Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Allison Fergit. It's about to get very cold in the Coulee region, so we're going to send it over to Nicole right away for a check on our forecast.
Yes, it's already feeling cold out there. I would not go outside right now. I don't know why you would be outside right now because it is very cold and it's only going to get colder. We do have a cold weather advisory out for the entirety of our area right now. So far, it's only lasting till noon Monday, but there's no doubt in my mind that this will potentially be moved back for portions of the area as we get in the next few days. This is mostly for those wind chill values getting as low as 25 to even 35 below, making frostbite a good possibility and as little as 10 minutes. So we do have 3 alert days in a row because of this dangerous cold starting tonight and lasting all the way through Tuesday. Most of the area is expected to stay below zero through the entirety of this time. It's affecting all of us, but those coldest spots will most likely be where some folks still have some snow on the ground and into southeastern Minnesota, where the winds can just be a tad bit stronger. So here we are going into your morning, a low of -7 in La Crosse, but with those northwesterly winds, it's going to feel much closer to -26 out there. In Eau Claire, it's feeling even colder. That low is -12, but it's feeling closer to -31. So very cold temperatures on the way, but I'll break it all down and have all the details coming up in my full forecast.
Yeah, definitely want to stay bundled up.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Nicole. And because of those frigid temperatures, the city of La Crosse is opening its emergency day shelter starting tomorrow. The shelter space is in the main hall of the public library at 800 Main Street. The hours are 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Sunday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday, and 8 a.m. to noon on Tuesday. And of course, the Catholic Charities Warming Center will be open tonight, but it does fill up quickly. The shelter opens every night at 7 p.m. and closes at 8 in the morning. The center is reportedly able to take in 44 people when temperatures dip below 15 degrees. A warming shelter has opened at Royal High School for Elroy residents affected by a power outage. According to the city's Facebook page, the outage was caused by a pole being hit, leaving part of the city without power. Crews are working to restore power. The shelter will remain open until power is fully restored. Residents in need are asked to use entrance D1 near the old gym and sign in at the front table. A recent update on the Facebook says the repairs should be finished in the next hour. And a reminder, you can track weather on your block by downloading the First Warn Weather app. You can find it at the App Store or on Google Play. A fire broke out early this morning at Shooter's Showgirls in Elk Mound. Motorists on I-94 called around 5 a.m. to report the fire. When crews arrived, the building was fully engulfed. The cause of the fire is under investigation. Authorities are also asking anyone with information to contact the Dunn County Sheriff's Office at 715-232-1348. A Wabasha man was arrested Friday night after his car got stuck on railroad tracks in Buffalo County. Authorities say they received a call just before 9 p.m. about a stalled car on Highway 25 in Nelson. The driver, 47-year-old Samuel Raymond Horace, was found outside his car, which had moved 50 yards down the tracks. Horace told police he mistook the tracks for a road and had been drinking before the incident. He was arrested for OWI and operating a vehicle without a valid driver's license. A memorial for the 13-year-old killed in the New Lisbon triple homicide was held today. Family and friends gathered at the New Lisbon Community Center to honor the life of Skyla Sorensen. Skyla's father and stepmother remember her as a bright girl who loved to help others. Skyla's alleged killer, 47-year-old Virgil Thu, was arrested on January 9th after being on the run for 10 days. Thu is being held on a $5 million cash bond. He's scheduled to be back in court on February 13th. It was a positively delightful day in Coon Valley where books and dogs took center stage. Author Bretta Lee hosted a book signing today at the Sweet Valley Artisans for her first children's book, Dachshund Discoveries on the Farm. The story follows 2 dachshunds, Cooper and Bear, as they explore the wonders of life on a farm. Bear also made a special appearance at the event. Lee says the book is a tribute to her late husband and their farm.
My husband and I had wonderful, wonderful adventures with the dogs on our farm. And when he passed away about 3.5 years ago, I thought that I would honor the farm with my first children's book.
During the event, Lee also took time to read her book aloud to attendees. This Friday, the Wisconsin Concert Association convention took over UW-Whitewater, bringing together some of the state's top student musicians, showcasing performances from 4 high school music groups. The Logan High School Wind Symphony, conducted by Mark Lackman, was one of the standout groups. Also performing were the Arrowhead Union High School Wind Ensemble, the Mosinee High School Symphonic Band, and the Muskego High School Wind Ensemble. Today also marks the final day of the convention. Beer lovers rejoice. Today was the 4th annual Winter Beer Collectors Show. Attendees could browse through and buy from a selection of beer and brewery collectors items, including signs, glassware, and memorabilia. One collector says the items at a beer collectors show can bring back good memories, but it's not just the items themselves that make the shows worth going to.
I think the people who are involved in the collecting really makes the hobby. Yes, the items are really neat looking, the artwork and the lights, just mesmerizing, but the people who are also have that same passion that I can visit with at each beer show is really what does it for me.
Today's beer collectors event ran from 8 this morning until 2 in the afternoon and was free to attend. Today, the Onalaska Education Foundation hosted its Flannel and Frost Taste event at the La Crescent Area Event Center. The event supports the foundation's Claude Deck Grants program, which funds creative projects for Onalaska teachers, and the Acts of Kindness Season of Kindness grants, which provide essentials like clothing and shoes for students. Several local restaurants, including Outback Steakhouse, Crossroads Bar and Grill, and Big Boar Barbecue, were featured at the event. A board member says he's excited to help raise funds to support the foundation's programs.
I'm just looking forward to raising a whole lot of money for all the different schools in Onalaska.
Attendees enjoyed live entertainment, door prizes, and a silent auction, while the foundation raised funds to support these important programs. Honoring Mr. Baseball, Marcus Theaters is set to bring back one of the most famous baseball movies of all time in honor of longtime Brewers broadcaster Bob Uecker. Major League, a movie starring Uecker as Cleveland announcer Harry Doyle, will play at select Marcus locations in the coming 2 weeks. That includes the La Crosse Cinema, which will show it once on January 26th, 27th, and 29th. Admission to the movie is $5.40 in reference to the 54 years Uecker was a Brewers broadcaster. A portion of ticket sales will go to the Milwaukee Brewers Foundation. Still to come, a ceasefire in Gaza is just hours away, offering hope for peace after 15 months of conflict in the Middle East.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
It's that time of year. The chill is in the air. Are your floors freezing? Warm up your home with carpet from Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. We've got the coziest, most durable carpet for your home. Come in and check out our color options, styles, and patterns. We're happy to help you find just what you need to make your home warm and cozy. Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. Our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Hey, there's John McGivern.
You know John McGivern?
She sure does. What's up?
I'm trying to figure out which Medicare Advantage plan to choose.
That's easy. Network Health. They have plan options with a Part B premium give back. That's money back in your pocket. Dental and vision benefits, even plans with a $0 monthly premium.
That's what I've been telling her.
I'm going to give them a call.
Call today, 833-7-NETWORK.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Tonight, Israelis and Palestinians are anxiously awaiting the start of a ceasefire in Gaza and exchange of hostages and Palestinian prisoners. It's set to happen in hours, offering new hope to end a war that's now 15 months old. CBS's Rami Inocencio is in Tel Aviv.
Prime Minister Netanyahu warned Hamas that Israel retained the right to return to fighting if needed, as a senior IDF official said the ceasefire in the shattered strip will take effect in the morning as planned, and warned desperate, displaced Gazans to avoid Israeli soldiers and to wait before returning to the north. In Tel Aviv's Hostage Square, Israelis gathered this night, perhaps unlike any other since the war began.
Will it happen finally? Will it go okay?
There's hostages suffering, and my heart has just been torn.
6 hospitals are ready to receive the first expected hostages tomorrow.
How do you feel? Bittersweet.
Hamas killed Gil Dickman's cousin Carmel Gott as Israeli troops neared their tunnel last summer. He's afraid the deal will fall apart.
We're not entirely sure that they're going to proceed after 33 hostages. They are going to leave hostages behind.
Dickman met Netanyahu just days ago.
I tried to look in his eyes and to see what he feels about the situation.
What did you see?
I did not see any emotion. I saw nothing.
And Israeli strikes did not stop today, hitting Gaza's north, even as aid trucks in Egypt waited to enter from the south. But tomorrow morning, the guns may finally fall silent.
Rami Inocencio, CBS News, Tel Aviv.
And today, Israel revealed it will release more than 1,700 Palestinians in total for the 98 hostages still in Gaza. Still ahead, time has run out for the popular social media platform TikTok. A U.S. ban of the app has just gone into effect.
We have very bitterly cold temperatures on our way. They've actually already entered in tonight. I'll have all the details on how long we expect them to last and when we could warm up and just how much we'll warm up coming up right after the break.
You're thinking about new windows and doors. I've been thinking about new windows and doors for over 40 years. You're thinking about the best window at the best price. I'm thinking about the best window at the best price for you. The best quality, installed by professional installers at a fair price. If you're planning new windows and doors, you owe it to yourself to contact the Board Store Home Improvements for a prompt free estimate. You'll be glad you did. Contact us today.
We see you out there, giving your whole heart to what you do. That doesn't mean you have to give your whole wallet, too. It's why we make sure that as you find your way, you can find value along the way. Like 50-pound bags of Blaine's Black Oil Sunflower Seed, $19.99. $7 off select Neutrino Loyal Life puppy food. And save $130 on these men's Ariat boots.
That's what I'm talking about.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Being original.
Wisconsin, one of those places where families spend their winters among frozen lakes and snow-covered hills. With all the fun they're having, it's easy to take for granted how they warm up by the fire or simply adjusting their thermostat. But for some of us, it's not that easy. Some of us need to decide whether to heat or to eat, or to further neglect our basic survival needs. We are working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans, all struggling to pay record heating bills. These dangerous temperatures aren't just uncomfortable for us, they can be deadly. If you are struggling to decide if you can put food on the table or heat your home, please reach out for a hand up. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar.
The La Crosse Lions Charity is celebrating Groundhog Day with the best groundhog dinner in La Crosse. A pulled pork dinner and dessert served Monday, February 3rd from 4 to 7 at the Moose Lodge in La Crosse. It's time for the La Crosse Sports Show, featuring boats, RVs, travel, hunting, fishing, ATVs, and more at the La Crosse Center, February 6th through the 9th.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Well, breaking news, TikTok has officially gone dark. The social media app posted a message on its site tonight that said in part, quote, "We regret that a U.S. law banning TikTok will take effect on January 19th and force us to make our services temporarily unavailable. We're working to restore our service in the U.S. as soon as possible, and we appreciate your support. Please stay tuned." TikTok is supposed to go dark on Sunday, but it already has after the Supreme Court upheld a ban on the Chinese-owned platform. Now, it's not only TikTok we'll be saying goodbye to soon, we're also saying farewell to temperatures above 0 degrees. We have some very frigid weather moving into the area, so we'll send it over to Nicole to see how long these freezing temps are going to last.
Yes, it is a very bitter farewell. I'm not ready for it. It's going to be cold out there, so the best thing that you can be doing for yourself is staying inside as long as possible, because these kinds of temperatures can be causing quick health issues to you if you're spending extended hours outside in these conditions. So we do have 3 alert days in a row lasting right now into Tuesday, throughout most of the day Tuesday. This is mostly due to those daytime highs across much of the area staying below 0 through the entirety of this time. We also could have some wind chills as low as 40 below in some of the coldest areas. Now, our entire area is going to be feeling this cold, but those coldest areas could be where that snow is still on the ground, so mainly areas north of I-90 and into southeastern Minnesota, where those winds tend to be just a tad bit stronger. So let's take a look tonight. We're seeing temperatures already falling. They'll continue to fall as we go into tomorrow morning. Overnight lows staying well below 0 tonight, -7 in La Crosse, -12 in Eau Claire. But with that breeze out there, it's going to put those wind chills a little bit closer to -25 all the way to -35 in the coldest areas, most likely to the north. As we head into tomorrow, our highs will mostly be staying below 0 for much of the area. Folks south of I-90 have a slight chance to possibly get above 0, but overall still very cold out there. The wind chill will be between -15 and -25 throughout the entirety of the day. And this is continuing on into Monday as well. Monday is actually going to have colder air in place, but we'll thankfully have slightly lighter winds, so the wind chills will actually feel fairly similar to what we're going to feel tomorrow. So even though these lows are just a tad cooler, that wind chill is still sticking around -25 to -35, and then going into the daytime hours, again, just a tad cooler, staying below 0 throughout most of the area, and still seeing wind chills sticking around -15 to -25. This is all going to continue into Tuesday as well. In fact, Monday night into Tuesday morning is looking like it's going to be the coldest of the stretch. Here's that frostbite risk. With these conditions, seeing -25 to even potentially -30 or near that in La Crosse, frostbite can be happening in 10 to even 30 minutes. So you definitely want to be covering any exposed skin if you have to spend any extended time outdoors, because this is very dangerous cold. In Eau Claire, it's even colder, -30 through Sunday and Monday, and then possibly getting close to -35 on Tuesday morning. Thankfully, we'll start to see those temperatures slowly increase. Still a little chilly on Wednesday, although Thursday we're looking to get closer to normal. Again, those are the wind chills, so the temperatures will be rising a little bit more often than that. Now, you might be wondering, this is the coldest portion of the year, but how often does a prolonged cold snap like this happen for our area? Well, I went back in our records, about 150 years of records in La Crosse. How many times have we seen at least 3 days where we've stayed below 0? Now, it's not for sure that we're going to stay below 0 for 3 days in a row in La Crosse, but there's a chance. This has only happened 17 times in the over 150 years of record keeping that we have for weather data in La Crosse. The most recent, nearly 30 years ago. So this does not happen very often, especially in the recent few history. In Eau Claire, happening a little bit more often, 28, although still not super common for this time of year, and then especially going to the most recent, a little bit more fresh in the minds in February of 2021, but still hasn't happened in the last few years. Eau Claire looking like they have a better chance to see that prolonged below 0 temperatures going for the next 3 days as well. So here's a look at that 8-day forecast again, 3 alert days in a row for those very cold temperatures. Thankfully, we do have some relief on the way. A warm front passes through Wednesday morning. That'll bring us back closer to average and a light chance for snow with it. Otherwise, the main talk is really going to be the cold passing through tonight. So very chilly out there.
I'm holding on to hope for those 30-degree days that we see near the end of the week.
I'm already missing yesterday. It was so nice.
Yeah, and with the beautiful beautiful sun that we had today too. To have none of that heat was
And
really
it's going to be sunny
disappointing.
tomorrow, so it's just very deceiving. Just because the sun is shining out there doesn't mean it's nice. It's not going to be great.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you, Nicole. And still ahead in sports, day 2 of the Midwest Players Classic. The Caledonia Warriors up against one of the best teams in Wisconsin. Kate has the highlights next.
This is you, one place to the next. One more thing to check off the list. But stopping for 30 minutes? Well, that's just not an option. So that's why there's this, the News 8000 app. All your local news, plus a little bit beyond. So take a break when you want to.
It's the 4-day sale at Home Furniture. This Friday through Monday, get up to 10% off sale prices throughout the showroom. This sectional is just $13.99, or this dining set is just $9.99. The 4-day sale ends Monday at Home Furniture.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin invites you to experience the thrill of gaming like never before. With 6 locations across the state, there's something for everyone. Whether you're a slots enthusiast, a poker pro, or prefer the excitement of table games, we've got you covered. Plus, indulge in delicious dining options, live entertainment, and exclusive promotions that add even more excitement to your visit. Come join the fun at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin.
What do we got? 25 years old, single-family house with classic signs of neglect.
We acted up a few weeks back, making noise, and that was it. Yeah, been this way.
Could have caught the warning sign sooner.
Should have called G&T, and this all would have been avoided.
I hear they're the best, Ricky.
G&T Heating and Air Conditioning. Calling us before it's too late.
At Union State Bank, we believe in empowering our young savers to dream big and achieve more. While the most important part of being a kid is being a kid, we encourage their parents to set them on a journey of financial success. The Junior Savings Account from Union State Bank is designed especially for kids up to age 18. A savings account for your kids is a crucial step in shaping their future and instilling valuable life skills. Take the next step and set your kids on the path towards a brighter and more secure financial future. Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC.
During the 4-day sale at Home Sleep Express, get up to 10% off sale prices on Luxuria and Thomas Cole Sleep. This Jewel Plush Queen mattress is $759, and this Eden Plush Queen is $1079. The 4-day mattress sale going on now at Home Sleep Express.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
Day 2 of the Midwest Players Classic. A lot of great games on the slate today, including Caledonia and Mount Horeb. Caledonia comes in as the 3rd-ranked team in Minnesota's 2A, while Mount Horeb is undefeated and the top team in Wisconsin's D2. Earlier this week, head coach Brad King said the Warriors had yet to put together a complete game of basketball, but they were ready for the tough test today. First half, Caledonia finds Mason King from beyond the arc. That's cash, and then King is going to find Reed Klug open from deep. Nothing but net. Warriors up 2. But the Vikings are the real deal. Josh Manchester, tough shot, gets it to fall, and then later Manchester drives, kicks it out to Zach McGuire in the corner, drains it. Vikings go up 6. Then Manchester drives, spins, fadeaway, knocks it down. Mount Horeb up 5 at the half, but the Warriors would come out of the break hot. They get it to Grant King for 3. That's good. And then defense turns to offense. Ethan Stendel gets the steal, and he's going to throw it down. Warriors in front, and they weren't slowing down. They find Klug on the baseline. Double pump, gets it to fall. Klug would finish with 27 as the Warriors hand Mount Horeb their first loss of the year, 70-59, the final. Pullman boys looking for a border battle win against Rochester Lords. First half, Eagles with a 2-point lead. The ball gets swung out to Samuel Theobald. He knocks it down. A little later, it's Keenan Iserman with the ridiculous feed to the corner. Tristan Hansen pays it off by splashing the triple. And then it's Caden Wilbur with some good court vision to spot Jaron Rink open under the basket for the deuce. Holman goes up 2, and then in the second half, more of the same. Great ball movement, and Wilbur, free from the corner, buries it. He would finish with 15, and he'd log an assist on the good feed to Iserman, who splashes another. He had a team-high 19 as the Vikings pick up the win, 74-65. Onalaska looking for a big win up against a good Lake Mills team. First half, Noah Chenault finds Broden Steiner at the top of the key. 3-ball good. Hilltoppers down 3. Later, Ian Cole goes to Brendan Chenault up the lane and off the glass for 2. And then it's a big brother Noah again. He's going to find Steiner again. Another 3. Hilltoppers down 4. But the L-Cats were hot. More specifically, Brady Benish. He was making everything. Started the game 6 of 7 from deep. He would finish with 29 points, 9 3-pointers for him as Lake Mills dominates 82-54. Luther boys back in action after a win last night facing Winona Cotter. Second half, it's a good feed from Will Huelskamp on the backdoor cut by Sinclair Bias, and the senior lays it in. Ramblers not going anywhere. Jaden Conter with a strong move to tie things up at 29, but down the stretch for the Knights, it was Jackson Kendall putting the team on his back. Beautiful ball handling, leads to the bucket to go up 3. Then Cotter looking to pull closer, but quick hands by Kendall leads to the breakaway bucket plus the foul. Luther takes down Cotter 52-43. In the college world, the UWL men hosting Oshkosh this evening, and the Eagle men win again, 75-62. Dustin DeRusso, the leading scorer, with 16 points. The men are now 13-3 on the year and 4-1 in conference play. The women had a tough task as the Lady Titans ranked number 4. They fell 50-68. Badgers going for their 7th straight win up against USC. Up 10 late in the first half, and how about John Blackwell? Goes to the hoop plus the foul. Badgers go up 13. Then just over a minute to go, Kamari McGee pulling up from deep. He finds the bottom of the net. Wisconsin goes up 15. Trojans would make a run in the second half, but the Badgers would close strong. Max Klesmit's 3 is off, but how about Nolan Winters? Gets the offensive rebound, goes right back up and drops it in. Badgers get the win 84-69. They are now 15-3 on the year. Marquette also in action, down 12 in the second half to Xavier, and Dontavian McKnight makes it 14. Golden Eagles in trouble. 4 minutes to play, down 7. Loose ball, but they get it to Cam Jones, and he drains the 3. Marquette pulls within 4. Then under 3 to go, David Joplin with the drive through the contact, makes it, but Marquette still trails, and Xavier would close it out 59-57. They hand Marquette just their 3rd loss of the year. All right, and we have an NFL update. The Chiefs advanced earlier today, and then moments ago, the Detroit Lions fell. And Allison, the NFC North is over.
It is over, and it was very surprising. It really shows you how that last regular season game can really make a difference, because here, you know, the Packers really wanted a chance at the Lions again, and if we would have just gotten the 6th seed, who knows, that could have been us in the Commander's spot tonight.
CBS tomorrow, Bills versus Ravens. That's going to be a good one. We'll have more news after the break.
When I'm out in public and people ask me, like, how's the car business and how's Dahl to work for? And I'm a proud team member of Dahl Automotive, been here 29 years, and I send all my friends and family here, so obviously I know that they're going to be taken care of. And that's why I love working at Dahl Automotive.
You come alive in the dead of winter and start work early on snow days, because snowed in is not an option. The Kubota Snow lineup of compact tractors, RTVs, and versatile attachments are built to move, plow, blow, and thrive in the winter. So when the snow falls, you could rise to meet it.
Right now, receive 0% APR for 60 months and up to $2,300 off BX Series tractor packages. Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships in Menominee, Baldwin, Osseo, and Arcadia.
As I deteriorated, I needed something that would allow me to go from floor in the garage to floor in the home. Jason helped introduce to me all sorts of accessibility equipment. I have no questions about credibility and research. Personally, if somebody was asking me, I would say, here's who I would call.
Hi, I'm Jason with Access Elevator. Stop in and see us today.
It's that time of year. The chill is in the air. Are your floors freezing? Warm up your home with carpet from Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. We've got the coziest, most durable carpet for your home. Come in and check out our color options, styles, and patterns. We're happy to help you find just what you need to make your home warm and cozy. Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. Our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
My reputation is that people know I'm here for them, that I'm not going to guide them to the car that's going to make me the most money. I'm going to guide them to the car that best meets their needs, and they know I'm going to be fair with them. And that's why you should shop Dow Automotive.
Having a baby on the side of the road is never something someone plans, but one mom is thankful that a sheriff's deputy was able to get her and help bring her baby boy into the world.
It was all surreal and happened so fast.
At around 5:45 Wednesday morning, Madison Shear started having contractions. Minutes later, she says her and her boyfriend were in the car, hoping they'd have enough time to get from Mount Vernon to Lexington.
By the time we got on the interstate, I realized that I wasn't really going to make it to my hospital.
They tried to get to the next closest one in Richmond.
Then soon realized we weren't going to make it there either because my water broke and I felt the need to push.
Shear says that's when her boyfriend called 911.
I was terrified. Obviously, I don't know how to care for a newborn as soon as they come out.
Absolutely right place, right time.
An obstetrics call popped up on the laptop in Madison County Deputy Sheriff Jennifer Kermeen's car.
Based on the information that he was giving to dispatch, I ran lights and sirens just a little bit up the road and got out with mom and dad.
Kermeen made it to the 87.8 mile marker with minutes to spare.
She was still bringing the baby up. I don't even think that I told her what my name was, but I knelt down and we were able to see that the cord was around the baby's neck.
He finally cried, and that was what finally relieved everything.
Waylon Cade with a story not many people have to tell.
It's just stuff that you see in the movies, you know. You don't think that it's ever going to happen to you.
That's not training that we get in the academy.
He's literally perfect. I couldn't have been more blessed.
Kermeen and her fellow officers, including Madison County Sheriff Mike Coyle, paid a visit Thursday morning to wish Shear and Waylon Cade well.
He's welcome to the sheriff's office anytime. I hope that we would get invited to football games or wrestling matches or to go fishing at Lake Reba.
She was so sweet, Jennifer was, and the paramedics who had me in the back of the ambulance, they were amazing as well.
Deputy Kermeen even gave Waylon Cade his first stuffed animal for his birthday.
Well, happy to see mom and baby doing well. We'll be right back with a last check on your forecast.
Wisconsin, one of those places where families spend their winters among frozen lakes and snow-covered hills. With all the fun they're having, it's easy to take for granted how they warm up by the fire or simply adjusting their thermostat. But for some of us, it's not that easy. Some of us need to decide whether to heat or to eat, or to further neglect our basic survival needs. We are working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans, all struggling to pay record heating bills. These dangerous temperatures aren't just uncomfortable for us. They can be deadly. If you are struggling to decide if you can put food on the table or heat your home, please reach out for a hand up. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
We see you out there, giving your whole heart to what you do. That doesn't mean you have to give your whole wallet, too. It's why we make sure that as you find your way, you can find value along the way. Like Blaine's Wild Bird Food. Rewards members get 2 for $12. Get a free scratch block when you buy 2 of these AgriMaster feeds. And heated pet products are 20% off.
That's what I'm talking about.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients, like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us. It's our pleasure. Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious!
Wow, 4
Starburst berry fudge is amazing. This is melting in my mouth.
Dill pickle? Whoa, that's actually good.
Holy fudge. This is the best thing ever. Expressions brought to you by Valley Fudge and Candy. Find us in Coon Valley, Wisconsin, or order online today.
Well, here's a weather flashback that some of you might remember. All the way back in 2019, we actually had a similar weather setup, but it felt a lot colder because we had 12 feet of snow on the ground at the time. So thankfully we don't have any snow out there, or else it would feel a lot colder than it will be.
Oh, that was miserable. I remember that because I was a senior in high school. I was going to Central at the time. We had a full week of school off because of that.
Can't beat that.
Yeah, no kidding. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.